Rasulullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes the Quran the light for us in this world. We be guided by it, and may He make the Quran our light in our barzakh, in our grave, and a light in the hereafter, a light on the bridge, and our companion in paradise as well. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the Quran a witness for us and not against us. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. It is very good, and I'm happy to see all of you back again after a long trip. And today, inshallah, we're going to talk about a new chapter. This chapter is the rules of Ra, letter Ra. If you guys remember, last time we talked about the rules of letter Lam in the word Allah, and we call that Lamul Jalala. And we said that Lamul Jalala is going to be impacted, whether it's going to be mufakhama or muraqqaqa, based on the haraka that comes before it. We said if the haraka before it is a kasra, E, then the word Allah is going to be pronounced, or Lamul Jalala will be pronounced in a light way, in Arabic called muraqqaqa. And we said if there is going to be a fatha or a dhamma before Lamul Jalala, then Lamul Jalala will be pronounced in a heavy way or full mouth, and in Arabic we call that mufakhama. Tafkhīm is the thing that happens, or Tarqīq is the coming out with a light sound, but the letter itself, when it is already either light or pronounced with a full mouth, it's called muraqqaqa or mufakhama. So same concept that applies to that also applies to letter Ra. Similarly, it's not exactly the same, but very similar, almost the same concept. It applies to letter Ra. So we have Tafkhīm of Ra, and we also have Tarqīq of Ra. So we can call Ra mufakhama, or we can call Ra muraqqaqa. Alright. So let's just go very quickly right here. If letter Ra has a fatha, so now this is going to make it a little bit different now. Letter Ra with a fatha. This is pronounced with a full mouth. Ra instead of Re. There is also Re, but it is in a different reading of the Quran. In Hafs and Asim, the way how most of the world reads, this is recited with a full mouth. So this is muraqqaqa. Mufakhama. Arada. For example, let me write it here. Arada Allahu. We don't say ara, but we say ara. This is when there is a fatha on top of letter Ra. How about if there is a dhamma? It is the same thing. For example, Ra. Rabbu. No, we're talking about dhamma. Ruziqna min qabl. So here Ra has dhamma, has U. It is the same phenomenon, just as arada with a full mouth. Here also is a pronunciation of letter Ra with a full mouth. Ruziqna. You don't say Ru. There is a difference between Ru and Ru. Ru. Hmm?
H and then it's not H.
No, it's not H. We're talking about Ra with U. Ru. Instead of Ru. So a lot of people, especially you'll find this with Americans, you know, when they try to pronounce this, they would do Ru instead of Ru. Ru, there is a difference. So this requires the pronunciation of this letter with a full mouth. Ru. Arada, ruziqna. Without making ra, without doubling ra, without making it ru. This would be double, and this is wrong. There is no ru in Quran or in Arabic language. Even if it has shadda, it doesn't become ru, but it remains ru. Alright, so the other example, it is the example when ra takes kasra. Ra with kasra. How do we read this? Ri. We don't read this ri, but we read it ri, light. Arina. Arina manasikana. Arina. Again, you don't say arina, but you say arina. So this is the example when ra is muraqqaqa, light sound, empty mouth. The pronunciation of ra, it comes in an empty mouth way. Why? Because there is a kasra. We understand all of these three things? Easy? Alright. The question is now, what happens if ra has a sukoon? Then what? Ra sakina with a sukoon. Then what do we do? Anyone knows?
Light, broken.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Then it depends on the letter that comes before it. Whatever the letter before it carries is going to be applicable to ra sakina after it. For example, ardi, very good. Ardi. We don't say ardi. We do not say ardi, but we say it in a full mouth because that's exaggeration too, right? But we say ardi. Ardi. So in this case it would be full mouth. Mufakhama. Ra mufakhama. Why? Because the letter before it possesses fatha. How about if ra has a sukoon, but then the letter before it has dhamma? Same thing, full mouth. Give me an example. Turja'un, beautiful. Man, your brain is working very quick, fast. Turja'un. Turja'una ila Allah. What do we have? We have dhamma right before ra sakina. So this ra sakina will be pronounced in a full mouth. Tur, not tur, but tur. Turja'un. Again, a lot of people, they will make this mistake. They will say turja'un. Turja'un. Can you say it? Turja'un. Yes. Ardi. Beautiful. Arina. Good. Ruziqna. Ruziqna. Arada. Not arada. Arada. Yes. Huh? Ara'ayta, same thing. Ara'ayta. Alright. So let me erase this. And let me throw to you another challenge right here. Huh?
If we are stopping with something with ra, and then it will be having a sukun in the end.
If ra has a sukun, that's a good question. Let me go over that question right now then. If ra, this is the end of the ayah, for example, and it ends with ra. Ra has fatha. However, the letter before it is E. But you're stopping here. Because you're stopping, even though in reality this ra is mufakhama, but because this becomes sakina, since it's half manquf, it becomes sakina, then the ruling of the letter previously, the haraka, the vowel that the previous letter has, it's going to take the new ruling now on ra. So this is going to be muraqqaqa. It's going to be a light sound simply because it follows or it gets impacted from the letter that is before it. So therefore it's going to be light. Ir. Ira. If you continue, it would be like ira. It would be heavy. But because you're stopping at it, and when you stop becomes sakina, and since it's sakina, you have to look at the letter before it. The letter before it has E, therefore this will change. Clear? Alright. So now let me throw this, what I wanted to say. The shadda. How about if you have ra, and then you have shadda and kasra?
It will be two words, ra with sukun and ra with kasra. So same rule applies.
So would this be muraqqaqa or mufakhama? Who says muraqqaqa?
It will be the rule applied before the letter.
Huh?
Before letter. The letter which is coming.
You have to look at the letter before?
Yeah.
Alright, so this doesn't change anything. That's why I'm trying to, make it, try to see how you guys are going to respond to this one. But shadda doesn't change anything. If it has kasra, is muraqqaqa. If it has fatha or dhamma, is mufakhama. Shadda doesn't change anything. الرجال الرجال الرجال. We have right here ra with kasra, and then it is followed, it has shadda. Doesn't change anything. This is still muraqqaqa. Arri. We don't say arri. If we say arri, wrong. Arri. Ar-rijalu. Ar-rijalu. So that's another thing. So now we're going to talk about something else. And this is an exception. We're going to talk about huruf al-isti'la. These are considered to be heavy letters. So we can say kha, sad, dad, ghain, ta, qa, dha. Again, number one, kha, sad, dad, ghain, ta, qaf, dha. If one of these letters will come before a ra with sukun, even if this letter may have kasra, the ra sakina will be mufakhama. Why? Because this letter, if this letter comes before it, it's a heavy letter. So the heaviness of this letter is going to impact Ra, even though it has Kasra. I'm not talking about Ra having Kasra. If Ra has Kasra, this is not going to impact. But if Ra has Sukoon, if Ra is Sakina. Let me mention to you quickly a few examples right here. 6 letters. And you can Khas, Khasad, and then you have Dagt, and then you have Qadh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. So these are called 7 letters of isti'la. Isti'la, what does it mean isti'la? To raise, right? Raising it. So they're heavy letters. Let's take an example very quickly right here. With huruf al-isti'la. By the way, if you can think of any example, feel free. Huh? Qaryat. Okay, so see here. Okay, let's take this example. Qarya. Qaryatin, right? Qaf is a harf isti'la for sure. We got that. Ra has a sukoon. So Ra is going to take from the letter before it. But whether it is harf isti'la or not, in this case, Ra is still going to be mufakhama, regardless. So the key is that harf al-isti'la will have kasra. That's why it kind of breaks the rule here, because normally when the letter before Ra sakina has kasra, normally is what? This is going to be muraqqaqa, this is going to be light. Except if it is harf isti'la. If it's harf isti'la, in this case, for example, Ra will be mufakhama. Qirtasin in the Quran. Qirtasin. You don't say that qir, but qirtasin. Another example is labil mirsad, Surah Al-Fajr. Inna rabbaka labil mirsad. Mirsad. So right here you have kasra. Inna rabbaka. Sorry, yeah, you're right. I probably Inna rabbaka labil mirsad. Sorry, I mentioned the letter before it. The rule is the letter after it. I take it back again. I told you before it, right? So harf isti'la, one of the 7 letters, is when it comes after it. After Ra sakina. So inna rabbaka labil mirsad. So forget about this qarya. Mirsad is the example, is the right example. Mirsad. So you have Ra sakina followed by Sad. Sad is one of the 7 letters of isti'la. Therefore, Ra is going to be heavy. Mufakhama. Mirsad. Not mir. Mirsad. Another example is qirtas. As I mentioned to you earlier. Qirtas. Qirtasin. Look, forget about this that I mentioned earlier, right? So here we're paying attention to ta. Ta is one of the huruf al-isti'la. Therefore, Ra is going to be impacted and be مفخمة. Another example is فلولا نفر من كل فرقة فرقة فرقة. So what do we have here? We have qaf, which is letter of isti'la, coming right after ra with sakina. فرقة. Alright guys, any questions in regards to ra? So just to wrap it up very quickly, we said that ra is going to be either mufakhama when we recite it, or is going to be muraqqaqa. Ra muraqqaqa is when there is a fatha on top of it, or when there is a dhamma, or when there is a sukoon, and before it there is a letter with fatha or dhamma, or if after it is one of the letters of isti'la, one of the 7 letters of isti'la, then is going to be mufakhama always. Ra. Ra muraqqaqa is when you have letter ra with kasra, or ra with sukoon, but before it there is a letter with kasra. Irmi, for example. And shadda is not going to impact anything we said. It's going to, whether it is muraqqaqa or mufakhama and it has shadda will not impact anything. These are the examples that we have given on ra. Any questions, guys, before we move on into reading? All right. So, can you get it there? And today let's do the ras, and let's see whether it is mufakhama or muraqqaqa as we read along today, inshallah. This is where we at? Verse number 84. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ أخذنا ميثاقكم لا تفسكون دماءكم ولا تخرجون. So up to here we don't have any ra except on the last word. ولا تخرجون. Is this muraqqaqa or mufakhama? This is muraqqaqa. تخرجون. Can you say it? تخرجون. تخرجون أنفسكم من دياركم را مرققة, light sound. ثم أقررتم مفخمة. We have 2 ras. Can you say it? أقررتم. Good. وأنتم تشهدون. ثم أنتم هؤلاء تقتلون أنفسكم وتخرجون را مرققة ري تخري وتخرجون. Can you say it? فريقا منكم مرققة again. مرققة light. فريقا منكم من ديارهم مرققة again. دياري ديارهم تظاهرون را مفخمة تظاهرون رو. Can you say تظاهرون not تظا تظا ظا yes تظاهرون عليهم بالإثم والعدوان وإن يأتوكم أسارى مفخمة أسارى say it not أسا أسا this is lighter أسارى وإن يأتوكم أسارى تفادوهم وهو محرم مفخمة. See, we have a case here where ra is مفخمة with shadda. محرم. Again, it's not being محرم. That's exaggeration. محرم محرم. Yes. محرم عليكم إخراجهم مفخمة. أفتؤمنون ببعض الكتاب وتكفرون ببعض مفخمة تكفرون فما جزاء من يفعل ذلك منكم إلا خزي في الحياة الدنيا. We don't have anything, right? ويوم القيامة يردون مفخمة يردون إلى أشد العذاب وما الله بغافل عما تعملون. We don't have here Allah. Hafiz, can you continue? أولئك الذين
اشتروا الحياة الدنيا بالآخرة.
All right. اشترى مفخمة اشتروا الحياة الدنيا بالآخرة مفخمة again. Yes.
فلا يخفف عنهم العذاب ولا هم ينصرون.
How about this one? ينصرون مفخمة again. All right. Somebody can read one ayah.
ولقد آتينا موسى الكتاب وقفينا من بعده connect this ب and ra بالرسل. Hold on. So now here بالرسل. Good. مفخمة. Beautiful. بالرسل. Good. وآتينا عيسى ابن مريم البينات.
What do we have here? عيسى ابن مريم مفخمة را مفخمة بينات. Yes.
بينات وأيدناه بروح القدس.
Say it again. بروح. Yes, because earlier you said it light. بروح القدس. مفخمة بروح القدس.
أفكلما جاءكم رسول بما لا تهوى
easy تهوى
لا تهوى أنفسكم
أنفسكم استكبرتم.
أنفسكم استكبرتم.
Alright, so here we have also Ra mufakhama, and also here we had Ra, Rasulum bi Ra mufakhama. Istakbartum fa. Fa.
ففريقا كذبتم.
Fafari. So what would this be? Muraqqaqa. Ra muraqqaqa. Fafari. You see? Fafari. The mouth is going to change. Fafari. Like it's getting. Fafariqan. Arabic, guys, like many other languages, it requires a good movement of your mouth, your lips, up, down, the face. It requires all of this. Otherwise, if you just read like أنفسكم استكبرتم ففريق, it doesn't work. Fa, see? To say fa, it's not easy. Fa, fafari, ri, fafariqan, fafariqan.
ففريقا كذبتم وفريقا تقتلون.
Good. So, wafari again, muraqqaqa. وَفَرِيقًا تَقْتُلُونَ. Next, وَقَالُوا
وقالوا قلوبنا غلف.
غُلْف. Jim is good to stop here. وَقَالُوا قُلُوبُنَا غُلْف. So you have two lams, you have to connect them. بَلَّ بل لعنهم الله. Say it again. Lahu or Lahu? Remember, we have Lamul Jalala here, is impacted by U before, Dhamma. لعنهم الله كفرهم. What is this? مرققة. Ra مرققة. بكفرهم يؤمنون. Alright. Anyone else reading next ayah?
I have one doubt in
Huh?
I have one doubt in previous.
Yes.
We use wolf there and the so like when we are stopping we are not using a clap.
When we stop, we don't use a clap. But if we're about to connect, then we have to use a clap. غُلْفٌ بَلْ غُلْفٌ بَلْ لَعَنَهُمُ اللَّهُ. Yes. Who would like to read next? Abdul Majid.
ولما جاءهم كتاب من عند الله مصدق لما معهم وكانوا من قبل يستفتحون على الذين كفروا.
See right here. كفروا. That was very good pronunciation. مفخمة. Ra مفخمة. كفروا. Yes.
فلما جاءهم ما عرفوا كفروا به.
Good. كفروا به. Jim, good to stop. عرفوا مفخمة. Ra مفخمة. كفروا again مفخمة به.
فلعنة الله على الكافرين.
كافرين.
فلعنة الله على الكافرين.
كافرين. Good. So this is مرققة. Ra مرققة. Alright, anyone else would like to read next ayah? بئس ما اشتروا. So Sophia, somebody volunteered you. You cannot see very good. Sister, would you like to read? So we're connecting it. بئس ما اشتروا. أن ينزل الله فباءوا على غضب. Alright, وَلِلْكَافِرِينَ. You guys can see it here. مرققة را مرققة. وَلِلْكَافِرِينَ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. Did we pass the page? This was a new ayah from the new page, right? Okay. We can leave it tonight here, inshallah. We called it a night. So we would be finalizing tonight another chapter, and this is the chapter of Ra Muraqqaqa or Mufakhama. Inshallah, next time we will continue with the other chapters of Tajwid. ونسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى التوفيق. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وإياكم.